Welcome back to Daytime. We are here with multiple award-winning author Troy Kent, and I'm holding up his first and multiple award-winning book, The Reading Promise. So good to have you here, Troy.
Oh, hi, Troy. Pleasure to be here. Thanks for the invite.
So can you tell us a little bit about what inspired you to write this book? It's a beautiful story.
Okay, thank you. What happened with this particular book, my wife and I, we have 5 children, and right from day one, she read to our children every single night. And, you know, I did it sometimes, but not nearly as much as she did, I have to admit. But anyway, as the kids got older, there'd be occasions where I was standing out in the hall and I'd be listening to them. And I thought, wow, it was really interesting watching this because I noticed over time a very special bond occurring between my wife and our children. And she also took, you know, these opportunities to teach our kids everything she wanted to teach them, like with respect to values and that sort of thing. And as I was watching it, I thought, well, it would be really interesting if I could actually take what I'm seeing my wife do with our children, which again was very special, and I said, could I share that with other people? And so I tried to put it into words, and hence The Reading Promise.
That's very cool. Now, you seem like a very modest fellow. You're an educator too, right?
Yeah, English teacher.
English teacher? Okay,
yes.
So I mean, how many awards at this point, Troy? Like, let's not be too humble here, but you've won quite a few awards for this book.
Yeah, I guess about a week ago, it won its 18th award.
18? Yeah, how do you win 18 awards for one book? I mean,
I don't know.
That's amazing.
You write an awesome book, is what you do.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, like I said, you know, I've had people ask me that question in the past, and I said one of the things, like when a book first came out, you know, to get a physical copy of your book, I mean, that was exciting beyond words.
Sure.
And then a year and a half later, again, to have 18 awards, it's the most humbling experience ever. I could never have imagined it, and it's also up for 3 or 4 more, so it's kind of exciting. Like, I had no idea.
At this point, yeah, sorry, you're probably going to say the same thing. You just pick
traveling.
up, hey, what's up? It's Troy. Yeah, whatever. Awards.
No,
Well, you've picked up awards in Detroit and Boston. You just came back from Los Angeles.
Hollywood,
he's just on this tour, like award collecting tour.
Did you hang out with George Clooney in Hollywood?
No, I wish. You know,
could have been a
he
great
gave me a
wingman.
call. I just didn't have the time.
Yeah,
so I said if I was
busy
staying for a
winning
few more
awards,
days.
right?
Yeah.
You got more awards than Leo DiCaprio.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, good job, man. Okay, so then a couple of years pass, and then all of a sudden, Stinky Blinky comes in.
Notice how Dylan's holding the Stinky Blinky book.
I don't know why.
I gave it to you on purpose, Dylan. Yeah.
Actually, they came out fairly close together, but what happened with the illustrations in The Reading Promise were so intricate that it was probably a year before that book actually came out to publication, whereas Stinky Blinky went much quicker than that.
Yeah.
And I wrote that book, again, the English teacher in me, I wrote that with the idea that I wanted to encourage young, reluctant male readers. And it was interesting, though, because I think it was right after Christmas, well, yeah, maybe a month after Christmas, I got, you know, out of the clear blue, I got an email from a father. And he said, I just wanted to let you know that, he said, we bought Stinky Blinky for our daughter for Christmas. And he said, after we read it the first night, he said, we've had to read it every single night.
Oh, isn't that
yeah,
awesome?
he said, she will not go to bed without reading that book. He said, we finally tried hiding the book, and then she refused to go to bed. So that absolutely made my day.
The best compliment, I guess, an author can get.
Yeah, from a reader, absolutely.
Is it because they have to do the noises? Because here he's probably letting out gas, right?
Yeah.
And then here's rip.
Yeah, well, again, it's a very humorous book.
So that's why.
Yeah.
Now, another beautiful thing about your books are the illustrations. I know a big part of children's books are the illustrations. What was the process of finding the right illustrator for the book?
Well, what happens with my particular publisher, depending on the context of the writing, the words, what they'll do is based on their experience, they'll say, okay, for example, with The Reading Promise, I think they had 3 of their illustrators in different locations that they thought would be suitable. So they have each one of those illustrators do a test illustration based on the writing, and then they fire it off to me, and we have a discussion. And unanimously with both books, we quickly agreed on the illustrators. Okay. You know, for example, the illustrator for that book is out of Italy, and the one for Stinky Blinky is from Maryland.
Oh wow, that's an exciting process.
Why is Blinky so stinky? What's going on here?
The issue that he has, and you know, this is something that actually occurred. I teach high school, and I was sitting in high school in my class one day, and I noticed, you know, a student passed gas in the back of the class, and they were all giggling. It was a big deal. I'm thinking, really? They still think that's funny at that age? No, so I went home and I started writing that book. And it was funny because the publisher, after, you know, we started with The Reading Promise, he said, have you written anything else? I said, well, yeah. I said, I wrote this thing just kind of fooling around. He said, send it to me. And they called me back the same day and said, we want to publish this book.
Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
You do know at the age of 38, it still makes me laugh. Like,
it's a real world issue.
Yeah, it's a problem, you know, gas. All right. To get your books online, or where can are
Oh
there
yeah,
stores?
every online retailer for sure, like Amazon.com, Amazon.ca, Barnes & Noble. You can go to my website, troykent.com or troykent.ca, and there's links on my website for sure.
Yeah.
Do you get your kids to kind of give you the stamp of approval after you got your little test group there at home?
Well, yeah, they all gave me the stamp of approval for the reading promise, but my daughters would not give me the stamp of approval for Stinky Blinky.
Really?
In fact, if you read the dedication at the front of that book, I think you'll find it pretty funny.
So
Warning,
fun.
you may never eat beans again.
No, right in the front.
Yeah, I know, but that sort of caught me off
Yeah,
guard.
but my daughters, they said that they wouldn't support that particular subject
No,
matter.
it's
They said the subject stinks.
Well,
Yeah.
ladies don't do that, by the way.
Yeah,
Troy.
of course not.
They don't do that.
It stinks. I
Yes.
agree with the daughters.
Troy Kent, thank you so much. Yes, troykent.com.
Thank you.
Book number 3.
It's
soon.
coming out real soon, and I just got approved on the 4th one.
I mean,
That's
look at this
awesome.
guy.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a
Look at you.
machine.
Yeah.